when I found out that I was pregnant, I had just gotten out of an abusive relationship and left another state, came back to Kansas, and suspected that I was pregnant. I went to the health department and I had a positive pregnancy test. So I was driving through Main Street in Junction, and I saw the bus, the ultrasound bus, and I decided to stop, and it was free, and I went in and I met you, and I found out that I was like 20 something weeks pregnant, and I did not know what to do except place her up for adoption. I knew I couldn't take care of another kid, and I knew I wasn't going to have his help.
When you found out you were pregnant, did you kind of suspect already?
Oh yeah, I think I was just in denial.
What made you consider adoption?
God, in all honesty. I was at my rock bottom. I was probably mad at the entire world and probably 10 times more mad at myself that day. I was thinking that I would give my child up for adoption because I already had 2 big bundles of joy that were crazy and out of control and expensive, and I could not afford to give a 3rd child all the things that she would need, and I felt guilty for I felt like I would be taking a lot of attention away from Josh and Mariana, and I didn't feel that that was fair for them because of everything that they had already been through. And I feel like I made the right choice because I don't feel like it would have been fair to them. So after I decided to place for adoption, I met with Kent, which the mobile helped me get in touch with him, and he's an adoption lawyer and he's amazing. I remember when I met with Kent to look through portfolios, and I read maybe 2 or 3, and then I found Kevin and Michelle's, and I just stopped immediately. And then I kind of just knew from that moment that Kevin and Michelle were going to be, the right parents for Elizabeth. I don't even know how to explain it. I just had that feeling.
What were some of the things that attracted you to Kevin and Michelle's portfolio?
Her name was Michelle, and they were both doctors, and they had a nice house. I mean, they had 2 beautiful kids already, and Elizabeth would grow up happy, and she could have all the things in this world that she wanted that I wouldn't have been able to give her having 2 kids prior.
Decided to start pursuing adoption, and how we met. People always ask me, how did you meet Michelle? And that was just totally God. How the fact that we 2 came together is just so amazing to me. It was summer, and we actually have this little snap together pool that we put together for the kids, and we had been outside working on that all morning, and I came in the house and there was a missed call on my phone, our home phone, Kevin's phone, and an email, all from Kent. And so I knew something was going on. We had, I don't want to say had a situation fall through, we had met another birth mom and had been, we thought, pretty close to adopting that baby, and that didn't happen. So my heart was kind of guarded, and I really felt like it was those, Craig talked about it, but that couple of months, that happened in April, and I really just surrendered it to God. I had been trying to control it, and I realized that he had the plan for our family, and I was just going to trust him. A call from Kent, and he told us that he had shown our profile to a birth mom and kind of talked a little bit about Michelle's situation, and that she wanted to meet us. I figured she was going to meet at least more than one family or several families, and so I just asked who else is she meeting, and he said, well, no, she's only chosen you, and if you don't decide to pursue this, then she has another family, but you're who she wants to adopt her baby. And I knew immediately. I had not a single doubt. I fell on my knees and praised God. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. So nervous. And then afterwards I found out that you were nervous?
We were both, I think we were both wrecks that day.
What are you doing, Ziva? No, I just, I saw you and I remember touching your belly and I just was peaceful. It was just, I remember it feeling very comfortable. It wasn't like meeting a stranger.
No, it wasn't.
It was really, it was just fun meeting and getting to know you. And
it's funny how I knew before you knew that you were going to be parents.
And I remember when you told us right away that we were having a girl, and just being so excited about that. And we pretty much started talking and bonding right after that. I think we were texting that day, and it was funny because we laughed about how it's like dating. Who's going to say I love you first? I think I said it first, or did you say it first?
I think I said love you first. The first time I met Michelle, I was actually a bundle of nerves, actually just emotional, really. I was scared. Not really scared, but nervous. I can't explain how I knew. I just knew. Like it was God telling me that I already knew who I wanted Elizabeth to have her parents. And I will never ever be able to explain that feeling to a T, but it's probably one of the best feelings you'll ever feel in your life.
What's so amazing is that how God just puts it all and works it all together, because that whole time that we were praying for our baby and who our baby would be and who our birth would be, and I knew he had the plan. I knew, and then it's just how he brought the two of us together and our families together and Kevin and Anna and Luke together. It's just pretty amazing. So I just praise God every day that you chose life.
Never not.
Because I look at this baby and I just think what a blessing she is and how perfect she is and God's plan for her. Yeah. Yeah. Are you talking? I know. You're kind of famous. You're kind of famous, aren't you? Aren't you? Tell everybody what's going on. Oh.